guys, welcome back to Hear Me Out. I'm E,
I'm D.
and today we're going to have a follow-up video from our royal surgeries. If you haven't tuned in, please go watch it. It's trending on our page, and we're happy about it because it's getting some views, positive and negative views. But just go watch it. Go give it some love. But the update is that King Charles and the Princess of Wales are out of surgery. They're home, right?
The hospital. Yeah.
They're out of the hospital, so everything seems to be going well. So we have an article here that Dee's going to read about. Obviously, we're going to give you our opinions, whether you like it or not. It's our opinions. It is what it is, um, and that's what we do best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so um King Charles, right, according to CNN, was discharged from the hospital hours after it was announced that the Princess of Wales had also been released. Now, there's no real confirmation that they were discharged the same day, but it was informed all on the same day. So, according to CNN, Britain's King Charles III has been discharged from a hospital in London after undergoing treatment for an enlarged prostate. Buckingham Palace said that the 75-year-old monarch had left the hospital and that his upcoming public engagements have been rescheduled to allow for a period of private recuperation. The palace added that he would like to thank the medical team and all those involved in supporting his hospital visit and is grateful for all the kind messages he has received in recent days. The king spent 3 nights at the London Clinic, a private hospital near Regent's Park, after being admitted on Friday, and was said to be doing well following the procedure. Camilla, who has been visiting her husband daily, was by his side as he left on Monday. Camilla previously said her husband was fine and looking forward to getting back to work while on recent engagements. The king's departure comes hours after Kensington Palace announced that Catherine, Princess of Wales, had left the same private hospital and returned home to Windsor to continue her recovery from abdominal surgery. The princess went into the London clinic 2 weeks ago for an abdominal operation. A Kensington Palace spokesperson said Catherine is making good progress and that she and her husband, Prince William, were grateful to the staff at the hospital for the care that they have provided. The Wales' family continues to be grateful for the well wishes they have received from around the world, the spokesperson said. The Princess of Wales was admitted to the hospital on January 16 for a planned abdominal surgery. A day later, Kensington Palace announced the operation was a success and that she would remain in hospital for 10 to 14 days. News of Catherine's surgery was announced only 90 minutes before Buckingham Palace separately revealed Charles's diagnosis, which sparked concern at the time. It is unclear what her surgery was for, but a royal source told CNN on January 17th that the 42-year-old's condition was non-cancerous. It is expected that the princess will need to recuperate for several months, as Kensington Palace previously said. She was unlikely to resume her public duties until after Easter. According to a royal source on Monday, the prince's return will depend on medical advice closer to the time. Prince William has also taken a step back from public engagements to support his wife while juggling child care duties. Charles was diagnosed after experiencing symptoms and receiving a checkup while at his Burke Hall residence in Aberdeenshire, Scotland. The UK's PA Media News Agency previously reported. UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak wished the monarch a speedy recovery after his procedure, PA reported, citing a Downing Street spokeswoman. Buckingham Palace previously said the king was delighted to have helped raise awareness with his diagnosis. NHS England said visits to his enlarged prostate webpage, which provides information on causes, symptoms, and treatment options, saw traffic surge more than 1,000% above its daily average after the palace's announcement on January 17th. That's awesome. Oh,
That
I
really,
love that. That's really cool. Well, what do we think?
well, I'm glad they're doing okay.
Yeah.
I think that, that all sounds very scary, whatever procedures were done. I do see here on the Prince and Princess of Wales Instagram saying that the Princess of Wales is making good progress. So that's great. They're
Yeah.
saying a huge thank you to the entire team at the London Clinic. And they're grateful for the well wishes around the world. So I think that's cool. But I think the question still remains, who's filling in the gaps? I'm like,
Yeah,
work gotta get done.
this is true. This is very I know that, like, I want to say last week there was some coverage, not a lot, but some coverage of like different royal family members that were doing, some engagements and everything. Um so as far as like whatever it is that maybe Princess Catherine or King Charles had to do, I think those are just, going to get rescheduled and postponed because maybe like it's only supposed to be for them, because I know that like each royal family member has their own patronages that
Yeah.
they are,
And
covering and whatnot. So I'm sure that's probably why like it would be better to reschedule some things. Um and I do also believe that in a different article that I was reading earlier, they mentioned that the Wales's Kensington Palace pretty much like amended the initial report where they said, she would be out until after Easter, I believe. And CNN kind of briefly touched it in this article. It's now basically going to depend upon like doctor's orders, like I guess just seeing how everything goes. So maybe closer
Mhm.
to a time in which she's willing and able to like be able to perform her work duties. So I mean that's good. I think that seems a little bit more positive.
Mhm.
'Cause I know that there was a lot of like speculation and a lot of concern as to like why the recuperation would be taking so long. And obviously we're not going to speculate. That's not what we're trying to do or anything. But there was a lot of people that were wondering what could possibly take quite a bit of time. Um, but just as like we talked about in the initial video about the surgeries, Kensington Palace, the Waleses, they're going the same route as Queen Elizabeth, and how the royals in the past have handled things, which was keeping like medical matters private. Whereas King Charles, like he has helped raise awareness, and I think that's awesome. There was a picture that I saw of like him out of the hospital. OMG, who was that? Because your boy Charles, King Charles III, had on this like snazzy, double breasted, I think, snatched at the waist kind of coat. He was looking slimmer. He was
Oh
looking
yeah.
upper. I was like, okay, I see you, Charlie. Like, what's up?
Did you
He
really call him Charlie?
he looked good. I was like, whoa, like he just looked better. So who knows? Maybe like this whole situation with the enlarged prostate was causing him a lot of issues, but he seems
Oh
really
yeah.
well.
I'm
You
looking at
see,
the picture now.
you see
Yeah.
your boy. Do you see your boy?
Yeah.
So
Actually, like, you know, um, I think it was like during his coronation and even in like some of the signings that he's done, a lot of attention was brought up with his hands being so swollen. So here in these pictures, he's looking good. They don't look like swollen at all.
yeah,
He seems to be doing good. And I love that he's bringing awareness to these things.
I
Very,
know.
very related, but unrelated. We were talking about Hollywood, just basically not being accountable for, XYZ. So, this is the kind of things I would love for famous people to do. Just bring awareness to these things. Hey, go get your yearly checkups.
Yeah,
XYZ is very important.
yeah,
Unfortunately, a lot of people can't afford some of these things, but again, some of these things are free.
right.
The yearly checkup is free, you know, and I think it's important that we all become a little more health conscious, just
Yeah,
preventative measures. And if the sooner you find out if something's wrong with you, the sooner you can get treatment for it, and
yeah,
do what you need to do. So I love that he brought attention to this, and I'm like,
yeah.
make me want to go to the doctor again. I'm like, just because. So I think it's great.
I think it's okay. So ever since Charles ascended the throne, you've had people who've had all of the negative comments.
Mhm.
You've even had people trying to get him to abdicate, which I think is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think this was one of the best moves he could have done, because obviously a monarch, you wouldn't think of as relatable, right? Like they're the monarch. But this, I think, was a very relatable thing that I feel could endear him to his
Mhm.
realm. Because, like, it is something important, and it is something that, can be beneficial to tons of people who've had this situation. And, maybe now they can have they can look up resources, they can look up things, because someone as powerful, as big as the monarch has,
Mhm.
talked about it. So I think that's like one of the greatest things he probably could have done. Just like PR wise, right? Because obviously everything is about image and the PR machine and everything. But I think this was like a really good move. And I think it's also very helpful for tons of people and his image overall. I mean, like I said, it makes him, I feel like it makes him relatable. Um, Now, because we can't have nice things without the drums of some sort, right? You guys you guys really love to hate us, and like, that's fine. You're entitled to your opinions. And I'd like to point out that there's no Team Sussex over here. There's no H&M love over here as like, oh my god, a stan. No. We're rational thinking people that can kind of see where a lot of things are headed. And one of the things that we discussed in previous videos that for whatever reason caused a lot of attention from people,
Yeah,
more so negatively, is related to Harry and Meghan and the fact that they were at the Jamaican premiere of the Bob Marley biopic. And that was a whole ordeal, right? Because the
yeah,
British media went crazy, and how dare they go out while King Charles and Princess Kate are convalescing at hospital, and all these different things. Never mind the fact that, as reported in that CNN article, Charles didn't go into the hospital until Friday. So this premiere happened beforehand. Charles went into the hospital on Friday. It is now Monday and he's out. So I think it's safe to say he's good.
hmm,
And Kate had already had her surgery at this point 2 weeks ago. So whenever this premiere happened, it had already been over a week and a half. But people were still feeling as though, how dare Harry and Meghan decide to have a good time. So what do we think is going to happen now?
I don't know. Usually, guys, I'm the one that's not team H&M. You know, I'm more of the realm establishment, the firm supporter.
Yeah.
Um, but at the same time, come on, guys. Do you not want them to go out? Do you not want them to get some sun rays, get some vitamin C, D, E, F, G? Like, what's up? Like, they gotta live life too. Like you said, like if these were like serious surgeries, like like life threatening, or whatever doctors deem serious, I don't think that they would be there. I mean, going to movies and things like that. I'm
Right.
sure they would probably either you know send us give a statement, or maybe even try to fly. Harry would probably try to fly over there. If these
Yeah.
were serious, I think we would all know. this
Yeah.
is this biopic, going to see this movie, was harmless, guys. I mean, like, if
Oh,
you really think about it, how many times, let's say somebody went for a procedure and you still went out at night the next day, or you still went to work the next day.
yeah.
You weren't sitting on your behind at home,
Right.
just hovering over, this person that got this procedure. So chillax, okay? I mean, this is the first time I think I'm actually defending them. I'm like, you either want them in your life or you don't. Like, y'all gotta
Right.
decide.
Right. And that's the thing, guys. Like, I don't know, maybe we have to spell it out. But if you don't like something, you don't have to watch it. And the same way you tell us, "Oh, why are you wasting your time and energy?" Why are you wasting your time and energy commenting?
Why did this escalate? Relax.
not I'm not escalating. I am very calmly just letting y'all know you have options. You
Yeah.
have options. The internet is free, hence why we all use it. So if
Hmm.
you do not like something, you don't have to participate in it. It is okay. Trust me, it's okay. But to really sit there and talk about these people being like so evil, just the most terrible people in the whole wide world without like any rationality behind it,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna get some kind of a response that you might not like, because at the end of the day, a lot of what we comment, like we've repeatedly said, is opinion based. It's just like our opinions. We do research, we look things up, and we read, we do a lot of reading. But most of the time, people who decide to write negative things, they're not doing the reading, or they don't care because they're going based off of whatever biases confirm their biases.
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't the space for that. And that's okay. That is okay. You are entitled to dislike whomever you want to dislike. But at the end of the day, these are people that are family. Even if they're not together right now, they're still family. And like he said, if something really serious had happened, I don't think that they would be like out and about like nothing, was wrong. Um, but either way, that's none of our business, because that's their life if they want to go out. Can you have an opinion about it? Yeah, we have opinions, hence why we do this here. But like, also put some thought into it. Just
Mm-hmm.
just some free advice, because like I said, internet is free. So that's all.
Ditto. And we all don't have to we can all agree to disagree. Be like, hey,
Yeah.
y'all sound crazy, but I guess I kind of see your point, but I'm not following, or I don't agree, and that's okay too. I'm
Maybe
like,
we sound crazy to them. That's fine.
I'm like, we can go on a tangent here. I'll be like, this is what's the problem in America? We can't come to a middle ground. I'm like, it always has to be right or left. I'm like, we can agree to disagree. There's no problems with that. We can compromise on some things. I'd be like, you know what? You're right. You know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm too rash. No, I'm definitely right. And, you're definitely wrong. And we got to just break
You
just
know,
to keep the peace.
it is funny that you say that, because it just reminded me, if people were to watch some of our old videos on the royal family, or even just like on Meghan Markle, they would see this is our biggest point.
Head. Yeah.
Our biggest point of contention, where we ended by agreeing to disagree,
Yeah.
because we're not always on the same side of the subject. We're not always on the same side of the topic, and that's okay,
Hmm.
because we're just two rational people. Hey, I don't have to agree with everything he says, and she doesn't have to agree with everything I say. And I could think she's crazy. She could think I'm crazy. We normally do think that the
Yeah.
other is crazy, but that's okay. So, anyway, you guys are hilarious most of the time, honestly. And for the people who understand that a lot of this is just silly, and a lot of this is just like us also being silly, y'all are funny. Love y'all.
All
Keep
right.
commenting and being silly with us.
But yeah, I guess we said what we gotta say. Glad that they're doing better, and we hope that they resume their engagements, when time allows.
Yeah.
But that concludes today's video. Comment, like, be nice, guys, okay? We can agree to disagree. Remember that.
Of
Let us know
course.
what you think about everything that we discussed today. But if you haven't already done so, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, please share our video. We're trying to grow our community so your friends could be our friends and we could all be friends. We also have social media, which Steve will tell you about.
We're on TikTok and Instagram at Hear Me Out DNE. So make sure you guys like, follow, share, and comment. We actually do enjoy interacting with y'all.
I know we're cracking up at these comments. Like, they really said I forgot about Megxit. Yes, guys. Moment of, blurriness. I forgot, okay? My bad. If y'all have photographic memory or y'all remember everything like that, kudos to you. Help me with some mnemonic devices, okay? Um, but we'll see you next time with more royal news. All right. Peace out.
Bye.